Saturday, 16th of May 2026. Welcome to this new edition of 7-5. We are broadcasting from the heart of the Dakar capital city. The Africa Forward Summit, organized on May 11th and 12th in Nairobi on the initiative of France and Kenya, brought together 35 heads of states and government, including Senegalese President Bassirou Diomaye Faye. In their final statement entitled Call to Action, African leaders and business leaders urged the G7 to reorganize and correct the global imbalances that are weakening African economies. The meeting was also marked by the launch of the Africa-France Impact Coalition, a platform bringing together more than 40 business leaders representing nearly 100 billion euros in turnover and 23 billion euros in investment announced on the continent. On security issues, the participants pleaded for a reform of the UN Security Council, a limitation of the right of veto in the event of mass atrocities, and African responses to African crises. The National Day of Dialogue, initially scheduled before the Eid al-Adha celebration on May 28, has been postponed in order to allow Senegalese to better reconcile spiritual commitments and family obligations. Instead, President Bassirou Diomaye Faye will conduct from May 21st to 31st, 2026, a series of direct consultations with high-ranking personalities and representatives of the nation's vital forces. These exchanges will focus in particular on national cohesion and the situation of the country. The head of state thus reaffirms his desire to promote an inclusive dialogue in the service of a united, sovereign, just, and prosperous Senegal. The Minister of Interior and Public Security, Mahamadou Bamba Cissé, presided over the exit ceremony of the 49th promotion of commissioners, officers, and non-commissioners of the National Police on Tuesday. This promotion has 261 recipients divided between commissioners, officers, and non-commissioned officers. The minister called on them to embody the values of discipline, loyalty, and commitment in the exercise of their missions in the service of the nation. Senegalese sport has reached a historic milestone with the adoption by the National Assembly of the new Sports Code, 42 years of operation under the 1984 Charter. Carried out by the Minister of Youth and Sport, this reform aimed to modernize, structure, and professionalize the entire national sports sector. One of the major reforms of President Bassirou Diomaye Faye's 5-year term is this new legal framework aims to make sport a powerful lever for economic, social development, and international influence for Senegal. As the Grand Magal of Touba approaches, the authorities are intensifying preparation to ensure a correct water supply in the religious city. While traveling to Touba, the Director General of the Office des Forages Ruraux, Serigne Mbacké Dieng, announced the construction of 4 new drillings, including the imminent commissioning of the one in Dindi. At the same time, an important maintenance and rehabilitation program for existing facilities is underway to ensure continued service during this religious event. The Grand Magal of Touba is the celebration of the departure into exile of Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba Khadim Rassoul, the founding father of the Mouridism. Thank you very much for your time. This was all for today. See you next weekend for a new edition of 7-5.